you guys, and welcome to my channel. It's me, Dee from Busy with Dee, and today we are on part 2 of my bedroom makeover. The makeover will consist of a series of DIYs that I do in different areas of the room. If you missed part 1, I will link it above, but I'm just giving you guys an overview of what the bedroom looked like before I started. Today we will be working on this wall over here. This wall was pretty plain, so I decided to add some shelves for storage as well as it would be aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So the first thing I did was take my painter's tape and just map out where I wanted my shelves to go. I ran out of the purple and the blue painter's tape at the beginning, so I tried to use duct tape, but it was entirely too tough, so I just headed to Home Depot and grabbed some more of the purple painter's tape, and that worked out perfectly. Made a quick sketch of how I wanted the shelf to look as well as the dimensions, and that is how I knew how long to make each piece of tape. So now I'm just putting all of the pieces together. I pretty much came up with these dimensions on my own based off of the size of my wall and what I thought would look nice. So you can completely customize this to fit whatever space you want to put it in. I highly encourage you to draw out a sketch and add your dimensions. That way you know what size pipes to buy, and also it makes the assembly go by so smooth. All I had to do was just look at what I drew and grab the right piece according to the plan. Now I'm just using a little leg power to get the pieces to line up perfectly. They do come in a little greasy or oily, so I do suggest you wiping them down. That is why I have the brown paper down on the floor to kind of minimize the mess and not get on the carpet, and I have on my gloves. Here I'm only putting together the top half of the shelf because I was waiting for more pieces to come in. Alright guys, I'm standing on my bed, but I have the shelf all outlined. I use the purple painter's tape, and I like to use that one because it doesn't take the paint off the wall and it'll like peel up easily. So I like to use the purple one when I'm outlining and the green one when I'm actually painting. But I have all of my pipes put together except for, you see this huge gap. This is a 16-inch pipe and a 16-inch pipe. I don't have that on just yet, but I have everything else together. So let's see if it lines up to about this point. All right, you guys, let's see. Moment of truth. Let's see. It lines up perfectly. Yay! I wonder if I should scoot it over like an inch, but it looks really good. Alright, so I'm just going to mark out the holes for the top where I need to drill in. First I'm going to see if there's a stud up there. Probably not. If not, then I'll use the wall anchors. I'm going to mark that out, drill it in, that way I can hold this up and then do the rest. I am looking for a stud behind the wall, which unfortunately I did not find, but I was able to use these drywall anchors that I absolutely love. No, this video is not sponsored. These things are just super easy to use when you don't have a stud in the wall. I used a pencil to mark where my screws need to go. Then I drilled my pilot holes. Then I easily screwed in these drywall anchors. So I would say that when it's time to secure the pipes to the wall, it's definitely a two-person job, especially if you are starting yours from the ceiling like I am. So I had to get my daughter's help to screw a few of the screws in, then I was all good. I attached the top half of the shelf for both sides, and here I'm working on the bottom half. If you want to see my plan up close, I tried to make it as big as I could, but if you want to see it up close, I will have it posted on my Instagram, so you can just go there and check it out. I will also have the links to everything I purchased in the description box below. This side of the shelf here is being held in by 3 screws while I make sure everything is nice and straight. Then I can go and draw my holes, draw my lines for where I need to drill my holes to install the drywall anchors. So, oddly, it's snowing in Texas, which is very rare, at least for where I am. So I decided to film me staining the shelves Pre-staining and staining them inside, definitely don't recommend it. I have a window open, but it's just too cold outside and in the garage. I applied the pre-stain so that my actual stain would take evenly, and then I applied my stain, which was the English chestnut, and let that dry for about an hour before I applied the classic gray. The stain mixture came out really nice. It just doesn't match my bed exactly, which is why I didn't add the protective coat. So I'm just gonna let it stay on the shelf for a while before I can figure out what I need to add to it, and then I will add it and then put the protective coat on. I only secured one shelf to the bracket, and that is just to show you guys how to do it. Again, I didn't secure it because I'm going to take it off and stain it again. So I just wanted to show you guys how to do it and what I used. So just to remind you, this is what the space looked like before the shelves, and this is what it looks like now. I ended up getting oil from the pipes on the wall, so I'll have to use some touch-up paint to go back and clean that up. But for the most part, it looks amazing. You might be seeing this shelf again next week because I plan to head to the thrift store to find some things to flip and put on the shelves. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment and let me know what you think, and I will see you guys next time.